praise God. I hope you guys are well and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Beckybecks. I bring you awesome, fun and timely content on my channel. Like for the longest time ever, I've been saying I will write a song for my YouTube channel, but I have not gotten to do it. I think I can do a jingle. Sindio, mnafikiria aje guys, nifanye ka jingle hivi introduce the video. But thank you so much for subscribing, or even if you're not subscribed, for just clicking onto this video to see what it has to offer, and it has a lot to offer. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really I would appreciate you subscribing. I would appreciate you liking. I would appreciate you commenting. That would mean a lot to me, and also sharing. That would really mean a lot to me. We are still growing, so help me keep growing this family. Today is Sunday, and I'm in a very music, happy, I'm feeling cute and stuff, I feel like flying away. Guys, let me get serious. Anyway, I want to do, like, if you see me seated down like this, you obviously know that it is a sit down video. And today I want to talk about something exciting that happened. Like, stay with me, you will get what I mean, like, in the next few minutes. So I started doing content for Instagram and for YouTube February 2020, which is this year. March, April, May, June, July, August. That is 6 months ago. And this far, I have just seen the faithfulness of God. I have experienced so much growth, so many opportunities, to grow and be myself and showcase my talent and just, show myself out there and what I can bring to the table. And 6 months into my content creation, I finally, drum roll, I finally landed a brand deal. Yes, it happened, and it happened sooner than I expected, and I love it, and I cried. I was so excited. I had mixed emotions. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to handle it, but yes, it is out. The cat is out of the bag. I got a brand deal with a very amazing brand that I am working with, and we win. That is what we do. We win. We on this channel, all we do is win. No matter what. I am so grateful. Like, every time I just think about it, like, I am shocked once more. Like, I cannot believe it that this is me, already working with brands. Like, let me tell you one thing. There is nothing as discouraging as, like, joining a certain, for example, when I joined content creation, the people who had created videos on when they started getting brand deals were like, a year later, 2 years in, and I was like, what, imagine I'm okay with that timeline. I am in no hurry, I'm still young, I still got time. This is something that I am doing for fun. I have school on the side, I have ministry on the side, it is okay. Like, no matter how much time it takes, like, if it takes long, it is okay. I'll be here to wait. Like, to just have my own experience, like, bamboos me out of the whole idea of waiting a year or two to get a brand deal was just so, it was out of this world. I had never imagined that at my age, you get, like, with the kidogo, influence that I have on social media, I would get an amazing brand deal. And for that, I am so grateful. And I have you guys to thank for. Like, let me tell you the story. So I was just interacting with this lady, and they own a certain company, and I was like, I really love your brand, like, you're doing amazing. And that story just shared there. It was not a long conversation of, give me a job. I didn't go through that route. I thank God I did not have to go through that route. But later on, I get a call from the office of this lady, and they're like, hi, I got your number from so and so. Can we meet tomorrow? There's a Zoom meeting I've scheduled. Can we just meet and talk? I'm like, oh, amazing. Meeting and talking. Who does not like talking? Becky loves talking. She's loud. That's all she does. All she does is talk. So I set the day to this lady. She sends me the link and we're like, kesho 10 a.m. fiti, let's meet. I'm like, amazing. Now, if you have been to any Zoom meeting during this pandemic season, not just even your job, like the first few months of the pandemic, you just show up and not turn on your video. Because why not? Till date, I show up for Zoom meetings and I don't turn my video on. Because sometimes I be looking ashy, I be looking ragged, raggedy, and I can't be on here on Zoom. And there's some people who just record Zoom meetings. I don't understand it, but it's cool. It's fine. Do what you gotta do. But then I was just like, you know what, Mimi, niliamka on time, niliamka 7 kama kawa, nikafanya devotion, you know, I was just working on my things, editing a video. And then she calls me and she's like, hi, you can now join the link. I'm like, oh, amazing. I joined the link, guys. If I tell you how I was looking, like, that is where I'm saying this is the grace of God that got me this job, because my looks did not. My looks did not, because that day I was looking raggedy. I was so raggedy. But anyway, I joined the Zoom meeting and there are only 2 other people there. That lady who called me and a gent, and then myself. So we 3. I'm like, hey, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? God, what is it? What is it? What are we talking about? This lady is like, hi Becky, can you turn on your video? And I'm like, hey, whoa, what do you mean? Are you experiencing me? I wasn't experiencing it. So I was like, what? Excuse me? She was like, yeah, I need you to turn on your video so that I can see. I'm like, Kwisha, mimi nimeisha. I am literally done. But anyway, I just turned on my video after like 2 minutes of putting my hair together and wearing a sweater. The amazing lady is like, you know what? Turn on your video. So I turned on my video and like just knowing it is a regular, you know, meet up and just going to chat about what I do, and that is going to be the end of the story. Guys, nilitokea tu hivi. Now wakatokea hivi. I just had, hi Becky, introduce yourself. I was like, oopsie, what am I supposed to say? But I thank God for my instinct, because I immediately felt that actually this is an interview. Girl, get yourself together. Say what you gotta say, do what you gotta do. And guys, I thank God that after, like, it was like 10 minutes long, and 10 minutes like has just gotten me a job, man. I am so grateful. I am so grateful to God and grateful to you. And on that note, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, please. Niku subscribe. To so many of you watch without subscribing, just hit that subscribe button. But today, like as part of sharing the amazing news that I have gotten my first ever brand deal as a content creator 6 months down the line, I just want to give you tips that I wish someone gave me. If you're out there and you want to start working with brands, like guidelines that you can follow to actually make this dream a reality, because I wish someone told me this when I was beginning. But everyone was saying is, it is going to be hard, it is going to be tough, it is not easy. You will work for like 5 years before any brand approaches you. Brands will ignore you, brands will never listen to you. And I'm sorry, but that was their truth. That is not my truth, in Jesus' name. And I have seen it, because I actually have a brand deal. So the first thing that I want you to start doing is build your brand. You know, what type of person are you? What brand do you want to build? You get, what type of content do you create? Is it lifestyle? Is it sport? Is it fashion? Build a brand and concentrate on your strong points. That way, brands that are like aligned to what you're aligned to they will like find you easy. And building a brand is more than just what you do. It is more of who you are. For example, when I started my channel in February, it was named Rebecca Mutie, which is actually my name. And you guys need to stop DMing me and being like, hi Mutie, I am not, like, don't call me by my second name. Thank you. I'm Becky. I am Rebecca. Anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, so my friends used to call me Becks, but I never really thought much about it until a friend of mine was like, Beckybecks. I was like, oh, that sounds really amazing. So I started using it in my posts, in my videos, hashtag Beckybecks, Beckybecks on Instagram, you know, like that. Right now, everyone literally knows me as Beckybecks. Even people who have known me from Kitambo, everyone calls me Beckybecks, because that is the name that I have chosen to use in my influencing journey. So what do people know you for? What are you good at? Work at that, and let nobody discourage you. There is space for all of us in this creative creative sphere, there's so much space for all of us on YouTube. There's so much space for everyone to be comfortable and for everyone to flourish. The second thing is put yourself out there. Brands will not come, like some brands will actually come to you, like in this case, this brand approached me, but there are cases where you will need to go to the brand. So put yourself out there, be you. Tell people what you do. So many people who have businesses. Have you told them what you do? Have you told them you have a channel? Have you told them you can advertise for them at a good fee? Each post like this amount of money, these days, this amount. Have you told them what you do? Because that is what I mean by putting yourself out there. Don't just sit at home and assume that people will know about you. That is not how it works. It does not work like that. So put yourself out there. Tell people what you do. Post about what you do. Post about what you stand for, and that way it will be so easy for brands to approach you and vice versa. All right, approach brands no matter how small they think you are. This is something that I keep repeating, and something that is not said enough. You need to put in the work. Sometimes it calls for you to write an email to a brand, to an organization, and be like, hi, I am so and so, this is what I do, I think this is what I have to offer to your company. And as you're approaching brands, please offer them value. Don't just hire them in their DM. Alafu, you get, go a step further, get their contact. I'm sure if it's a business, it has a contact number. Get that number, call, ask for their email, send your CV, send a proposal. That is what you do to get yourself out there. All right, so don't just be just be chilling and waiting at it calls for you to approach. Some brands you will have to approach and tell them what they need, because some brands don't know what they need until you say that, and then they're like, guy, by the way, a campaign would be really amazing for our brand. So approach as many brands as you want. Like, it's free. Sending emails is literally bad. Send proposals, send your CV, send those ninis out and approach brands. Let no one tell you that you have 200 followers, you cannot start as early as now. Start where you are and you will definitely grow. All right, another pointer is offer value for people's money. Now, this is the issue with the creative space. It is that there are people who are offering value for good money, and there are people who are offering trash for money still. Who do you want to be? Trust me, you want to be your value for money. Because if a brand approaches you and you give them value, they will approach you again, and it will become a long-lasting relationship between you and that brand, and you will work with them and they will give you so much value, as much value as you give them, and people value as much as you value yourself. So if your content is trash, I'm sorry to use the word trash, but trash is like the best way to explain it. If your content is trash, if a brand gives you a job to like visit their site and create a YouTube video and the sound is bad, the video quality is bad, you have not explained what they wanted you to say, you have not said where they are located, that is trash work, and that brand will never approach you again. So give people value for their money, and that way you will create a sustainable relationship. And in this creative space, for example, if I get a job, let me use the amazing Tina of TUBEBUDDY channel. Please follow that channel, subscribe. If I get a deal, a music deal to do on YouTube, and Tina sings, and they are like, maybe we're looking for someone else, and I suggest Tina, they will consider working with Tina, right? What if Tina gets the deal, she suggests me, but then this brand has heard from another brand that my work is trash? Even if I get 1,000 recommendations, do you know they will not pick me for that role? Why? Because my work does not speak for itself. So give people value for their money. Whatever they are paying for, please give it to them, and give it to them well. Give it nicely. Wape vizuri. Make good content, good photography, make everything nice. And on that note, work on your skill, like work on your skill in the sense of work on your captions, work on your filming gear, work on your lighting, work on your audio, work on your video, work on all these things. They play a role in ensuring that you're giving brands value for their money. All right, amazing. Now, another thing is know your worth. Now, during this said meeting that I had, there's always the question of how much money do you expect? How much return do you expect from your work? Guys, if you don't know how to price yourself, people will kanyaga you. People will kanyagia your money. People will give you 2 cents, and yet they have like a million shillings in their branding kitty, and all they will give you is 200,000. Why? Because that is what you asked for, or you didn't know what to ask for, so they told you what they thought you need. Okay, so know your worth, know the worth of your money. And in calculating your worth, there's so much that goes into it. How much skill do you have? Have you gone to school for it? If you've been here for a long time, in the previous brand deals, what have you gotten? If this is your first time, like how much time do you think on average you spend creating